What is up, guys? This is Xaashe and thank you for watching. Today I want to show you guys some replays. So this first one here was a battle against from guy in our clan, Icy Torture, and he's up against someone from no clan, um, and I don't know that name. But the reason why I want to show you this, the ending is so insane in this battle. So I'm sort of forwarding it a little bit because right at the end I want to show you guys. I call this one the Kobe Bomber. Some of you don't know Kobe Bryant I think just retired from the Lakers. He was one of the famous basketball players for the last 20 years. And I see Torche is using this bomber, and I want to show you guys at the end just how close this was. So here, I'm just slowly going it down, speeding it up, I mean. So here's Bomber and the minions take out the barbarians. He's very far behind, still 253 on the tower. And now he eventually drops his giant, which is his main attacking force. And now he starts stacking up some troops behind him. So there you can see giant, bomber, and musketeer with a fireball over the top, and the tower is gone. The other guy is still playing with the huts on the side, trying to send out his prince. Here his prince he actually wastes a fireball right as he takes the tower. He throws a fireball as well. So anyway, right here you will see that the giant, now this is now in normal time, so it's going to go to overtime. There he sends in a bomber, but the bomber and the giant gets taken out, and now he's preparing for one last push. And you'll see here, I think, right, let's start slowing this down here. So here there's 952 points left. There's the bomber and the mini P.E.K.K.A. He drops a fireball, the giant goes down, he throws his own fireball. So look there, the tower is down to 145, and there, look at the arrows. There's the bomber, he's about to throw his last bomb, and he dies, and then he actually clinches it while he's gone already. So that is such a Kobe bomber right there. He's been taken out, but he takes the win for him. So anyway, that was just a fun replay I want to show you guys. The next replay, I want to show you guys a few replays that about some of the level 10s that I've been facing. So I think I've got 2 or 3 coming up. So this first one here, I haven't watched this since yesterday. I recorded these replays earlier. So let me just have a look here. Now I prefer, when I start with this hand that I'm using, I prefer putting down an elixir pump first and then having my barbarians to defend. And then if I take like 500 hit points or 800 hit points, then I sort of build up an army, and then usually I manage to take out the tower. So here the guy drops a lightning spell, but he doesn't take out my musketeer. So for the rest of this battle, I will try and remember to put my musketeer off to the side, because he is going to drop his lightning spell on my troops. So there I still managed to do some damage. He hasn't touched my towers yet, but I don't have a pump down. So this is a bit of a not ideal for me. So anyway, there I left the barbarians. Sometimes, when I've defended with troops, then I just let them, run their course and die off, and then build up another army to attack with. Because I notice that some people, they always just, they drop a troop to defend, and then they don't have enough elixir to actually make a useful attack from that, and then they sort of just waste elixir. So here, I'm not so sure if I should defend this in the first place. So I'm just waiting for the goblins to go off, to die, and then I can probably drop my elixir collector next. And then what I try to do with my deck is I use the bomber now a lot. So I've got my musketeer that I drop off first, and then the bomber, and if he doesn't drop anything else, then I start with my giant. But now I have to defend a little bit and hopefully keep my troops alive, so that I can use those troops to make an attack. So they are alive, and now I drop my giant in front of them and my musketeer. Yet again, my musketeer this time was a little bit too close. So you see his lightning took out my musketeer and my ice wizard. So here now I'm sort of just defending. I don't want to drop too many troops because I want to build a push again. I don't want to use my troops to defend and then let them, go off. I want them to sort of stay behind. So there, with my defensive ice wizard, I drop my giant in the front, and slowly but surely he's taking off the hit points of the tower, and there my musketeer, I dropped it far enough to the right so that he actually misses. Now I am in the range of almost of a fireball and zap. So my fireball does, I think, 229 damage, and my zap does about 68. So I can almost take out like I think 290 or something like that. Now there, I should have actually dropped a fireball on this tower, but fortunately for me, I had my zap left. The giant did enough damage, so managed to, with my royal giant, just to chip down at the tower the whole time. Alright, so the next one, this is me, and this guy's got a Sparky in his deck. This is also a level 10, and I want to show you guys this replay because I've had some troubles with the Sparky in the beginning. Maybe you guys are also having some trouble. So unfortunately, I don't have my elixir pump first. I've got my barbarians to defend, so he puts down his elixir pump, and it's level 8. Mine's only level 6, so here I know this guy is gonna have a heavy hand. So there, I sort of just dropped that ice wizard in order to drop my pump. So I'm not gonna try and force an attack when I shouldn't. So I thought I'll get these Tesla while it's up and do damage to his elixir pump and the tower, but I think I missed the tower, so that was a bit sad. So right here, now I'm building up I'm actually building up an attack by using by my troops to defend, so that I can drop the giant in the front. But all my troops died, so that didn't work. So then I just dropped my barbarians to make sure I take out the princess. So here I almost got a shot off on the tower, but still it's a stalemate. Fortunately, I've got two elixir pumps down. So this is in the first like 2 minutes of the battle, I always just try to defend my tower while building some pumps. If you can get 3 pumps down, or let's say just 2 pumps, and the other guy doesn't have 2 pumps, then you probably will have the advantage coming to the end of the battle. So here I see the Sparky for the first time, and let me show you guys how I deal with the Sparky. Now I'm trying to get my bobs and my zap ready. This is my attacking strategy for the Sparky. It's just when I have 7 elixir ready, I zap the Sparky and drop barbarians on him immediately, but I surround him with barbarians so that he can only shoot one of the sides. So that is sort of my strategy for dealing with a Sparky, if you guys want to take note of that. So now next time, now I know he's got the Sparky, so now I'm going to keep my barbarians and my zap only for his Sparky, and I'm going to just attack on the other side with my bomber and my giant, because I know he uses barbarians to counter the royal giant, so I put my bomber with my giant. Now there's the Sparky. I've got my 7 elixir ready, so here comes the zap just before he shoots with barbarians on all sides, and there I didn't even had to drop the fireball. I would have still made taken the Sparky out. So that is just, I want to show you guys here. I'm beating a level 10 with level 2 legendaries, the Sparky, the royal giant, the princess, and the ice wizard. So right here I just zapped him, put my troops, put the bomber down. Sometimes I sacrifice a small unit like a bomber just to distract the Sparky, or if I don't have a zap, so that he gets rid of his big charge. So anyway guys, that was beating another level 10 but with the Sparky deck. So the last replay, I think this one I played just a little bit earlier. It's another level 10 that I faced. Where I'm adding trophies now, I meet level 10s like more than half of the time. So some of them I win, and then more of them I actually lose. So here, when I see someone drop a princess at the back, I don't mind throwing my fireball on the tower and the princess, because I still have the bomber. I found that people think when I use the fireball on their troops, on their princess, they can drop barbarians. So and then usually that's what I do. If I see people use their fireball, I throw barbarians down, hoping that they don't have something to counter. But with that said, look at that massive push. He only have 1,000 left on my. Now with those 2 troops that defended for me, now here I threw the fireball, and just after I threw it, he dropped the barbarian. So now the fireball is actually useless because my giant was dead already. So that was a bit of a waste on my side. And now I didn't have any elixir, as you can see, to defend my tower. So here he puts his miner down. He's got level 10 barbarians. He's got a level 7 hog rider. So this guy is much, much stronger than me. takes my one tower, and now I have to play a comeback game. So yeah, my wizard is running off to the side. I wasn't sure if I must just let her go or attack. So then he dropped his witch on that side, so I decided, let me try. I haven't seen a fireball yet, so I thought maybe let's just put all our troops in one basket. There, my zap is just too late, and I couldn't get all the fire spirits, but I did manage to take out the tower. I was actually going to just give up and at least get a tower so I can get closer to my crown chest. But then this game panned out that I actually managed, to make a little bit of a comeback here. So now it's pretty even. He's taken a lot off my king tower already. So I would say he's definitely in the lead. He's taken hit points off both my towers, and I haven't touched one of his main remaining towers. So there I've got a pump down. Now I'm slowly building a push. Now that I used that ice wizard just to defend, so I decided to let him die off and then build a new push from the back and also defend. So here he drops his barbarians in the middle, but some of them goes the wrong way. I throw a fireball on his witch and the princess at the back, and now I put the barbarians on the left just to defend the tower, and now I have a small push on the right. So here I'm going to use my giant to distract the princess, and now my bomber's got a few free shots. Now I've got 2 bombers down, got the ice wizard on that knight, and my giant has taken the tower down to about 1000 hit points. So now I just need to get a giant again to the tower one more time. Now he makes a very big push here. He's got 2 princesses. I missed that princess with a fireball. He's got barbarians on my tower. He's had a miner there. His witch is munching my king tower on the left. And now it's a race to see who can get the tower first. I'm taking his tower down, but he's got a witch there. He's got skeletons there. His witch takes my tower down to 260, and I've just managed to clutch it right at the end there for 2 crowns. So guys, I just wanted to show you these replays. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.